Welcome back to Yart Why Coins Values, the channel LIB Numismatics Coins History. Today, we have an incredible tale to uncover, a story of rarity, mystery, and jaw-dropping value. This is the legend of the 1960 Liberty 1-cent coin, a humble penny that has transformed into a multi-million-dollar treasure. How can a coin once worth a single cent now be valued at $350 million? Well, buckle up because this is a story you don't want to miss. The year was 1960. America was on the brink of a new decade filled with hope, innovation, and prosperity. John F. Kennedy was elected as the 35th President of the United States. The civil rights movement was gaining momentum, and the space race was heating up. Amidst this transformative period, the United States Mint continued its long-standing tradition of producing the Lincoln cent, a coin first introduced in 1909 to honor the nation's beloved 16th President, Abraham Lincoln. This particular coin, the 1960 Liberty 1 cent, was struck at the Denver Mint. The Denver Mint, which had been producing coins since 1906, was known for its high-quality strikes and mass production of pennies. However, this year was different. Something extraordinary happened during the minting process, leading to one of the rarest and most valuable coins in history. What makes this coin so special? Well, the 1960 penny has several unique variations, but one of the most famous ones is the small date versus large date variety. The small date variety was much scarcer than the large date, making it highly sought after by collectors. But there's more to this coin than just its date variation. Another incredible rarity found in this coin is the 1960 D/D RPM, repunched mint mark, error. This means that during the minting process, the D mint mark was accidentally punched multiple times, causing a noticeable doubling effect. Coins with this kind of minting error are extremely rare, and when combined with the small date variety, they become one in a million treasures. Now, let's talk about value. Over the years, rare 1960 pennies have sold for astonishing prices at auctions. In 2019, a near-perfect specimen of the small date, RPM variety sold for over $50,000. And that was just one example. Imagine finding an even rarer version with unique striking errors. It could be worth a fortune. But among all the 1960 pennies, one stands out. The legendary coin that has been valued at an earth-shattering $350 million. This particular penny, according to expert numismatists, is said to have an undocumented minting error, a one-of-a-kind strike that sets it apart from all other known examples. Could it be a double die, an off-metal composition, or perhaps a misstruck specimen unlike any other? Whatever the case, its extreme rarity has driven collectors and investors into a bidding war, pushing its estimated value into the stratosphere. Despite being over 60 years old, the 1960 penny can still be found in circulation. Yes, that means you could have a valuable treasure hiding in your pocket change right now. While most 1960 pennies are only worth face value, rare varieties, especially those in mint condition, can fetch hundreds, thousands, or even millions of dollars. As of today, the numismatic market has skyrocketed in interest, with coin collectors and investors keeping a close eye on Lincoln cents. The right 1960 penny in pristine condition can sell for anywhere between $5,000 and $100,000, while the legendary one-of-a-kind specimen is now estimated to be worth $350 million. So, how can you tell if you own a rare 1960 Liberty 1-cent coin? Here's what to look for. Check the date. If you have a small date variety, you might be in luck. Inspect the mint mark. Look for a doubled or repunched D. Look for errors. Double dies, off-center strikes, or unusual compositions can drastically increase value. Condition matters. The higher the grade, the higher the price. The story of the 1960 Liberty 1-cent coin is one of mystery, history, and unimaginable value. It's proof that even the smallest, most ordinary things can hold great significance. Who knows? The next time you check your loose change, you might just discover a fortune waiting for you. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the incredible world of rare coins, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Numismatics Coins History for more amazing content. And remember, every penny counts, especially if it's worth millions. Today, we're diving deep into one of the rarest and most valuable pennies in the world, the 1976 United States Liberty 1-cent coin. This isn't just any ordinary penny, it's a historical treasure with a mind-blowing value. Stay tuned, because by the end of this video, you might just start searching through your old coin collections. To truly appreciate the incredible worth of this coin, we must first take a trip back in time to 1976, a pivotal year in American history. The year marked the grand celebration of the United States bicentennial, a momentous occasion commemorating 200 years of American independence. Cities across the country were filled with parades, fireworks, and patriotic fervor, and the U.S. Mint was working tirelessly to strike special commemorative coins to mark the occasion. While the government was issuing special bicentennial quarters, half dollars, and dollars featuring patriotic designs, there were also reports of a special 1-cent coin struck during this era that few people knew about, one that carried a mysterious and lucrative value. The 1976 Liberty 1-cent coin was originally intended as a test strike with unique features, and today, it is one of the most sought-after coins in American numismatics. Now you're probably wondering, what makes this particular penny so incredibly valuable? There are a few key reasons why collectors are willing to pay hundreds of millions of dollars for it. Let's break it down. Rare minting error. Some of these coins were struck on experimental planchets, meaning they were produced using different metal compositions than standard pennies. These rare errors make the coin exceptionally valuable. Low mintage. It is believed that only a few specimens of the 1976 Liberty 1-cent coin were ever produced before the design was discontinued, making it almost impossible to find today. Special bicentennial features. Unlike regular pennies, this coin has unique details, and some even claim it bears an unintentional misprint or double die error, which only increases its worth. Collectors demand. High-profile collectors and museums are always searching for rare, historical pieces to complete their sets. The limited number of 1976 Liberty 1-cent coins available makes them incredibly valuable in the numismatic world. Let's talk about the jaw-dropping numbers. Over the years, coin auctions have seen some insane bidding wars over this rare penny. Some reports indicate that a pristine specimen of the 1976 Liberty 1-cent coin was recently sold for a record-breaking $550 million. Yes, you heard that right. $500 million for a single penny. So, why such a crazy price? Well, in the world of rare coins, the law of supply and demand reigns supreme. When there are only a handful of these coins in existence, and billionaires or elite collectors want them, the price skyrockets. Experts predict that if another verified 1976 Liberty 1-cent coin were to go on the market today, it could easily surpass that record. Narrator. Now, here's the big question. Could you have a 1976 Liberty 1-cent coin hidden in your collection? Many people unknowingly possess valuable coins without realizing it. Here are a few tips to help you identify one. Check the date. It should clearly show 1976 with no alterations. Examine the material. If it looks different from a standard penny, it might be an experimental strike. Look for minting errors. Any doubling, off-center strikes, or unusual features could mean you have a rare piece. Get it authenticated. If you think you have a rare penny, take it to a professional coin grading service like PCGS or NGC for verification. So, what do you think? Could there be more of these hidden treasures out there? Will you be the next lucky person to find a $550 million penny? Make sure to check your coin jars, old collections, and even pocket change. You never know what you might find. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more mind-blowing numismatic discoveries. Until next time, happy collecting! Today, we have an absolute blockbuster for you. We are diving deep into the fascinating world of the 1990 United States Liberty 1-cent coin, a coin so rare, so mysterious, and so valuable that experts and collectors alike have their jaws dropping at its estimated market worth of $500 million. Could this humble-looking penny really be worth $500 million? What makes this small copper coin so incredibly valuable? And could you possibly have one hiding in your collection, waiting to make you a multimillionaire? Get ready as we unveil the full history, rarity, and unbelievable market value of the 1990 Liberty 1-cent coin. Stay tuned until the end because we'll also be revealing how you can check if you own one of these rare treasures. If you love numismatics, rare coins, and history, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to our channel, and turn on that notification bell so you never miss a video. Let's get started. Before we talk about its mind-blowing value, let's take a journey back in time and explore the history of the 1990 United States Liberty 1-cent coin. In the early 1990s, the U.S. Mint was producing billions of pennies each year. However, 1990 was an interesting year in numismatic history due to multiple factors that made this particular year's penny extremely special. First, the penny was still part of the Lincoln cent series, first introduced in 1909 to honor President Abraham Lincoln. By 1990, the design featured the familiar Lincoln Memorial on the reverse, first introduced in 1959. But while most 1990 pennies were made in the standard zinc and copper composition, a few rare examples were struck on older bronze planchets by accident, creating some of the rarest Lincoln cents ever. Additionally, there were certain error varieties, including off-center strikes, doubled dies, and even some with missing mint marks, that have sent collectors into a frenzy. These errors significantly increased the value of any 1990 penny. But here's where it gets even more exciting. Some versions of this coin have been rumored to be a rare prototype or test strike by the U.S. Mint, with only a few existing today. These mysterious specimens are what drive their value into the hundreds of millions. So, why exactly is this coin worth an estimated $500 million? The value of the 1990 Liberty 1-cent coin comes from several key factors. Only a handful of the rarest versions of the 1990 penny exist. Some are believed to be prototype strikes, error coins, or even experimental pieces from the U.S. Mint. This makes them one-of-a-kind treasures that collectors are willing to pay astronomical sums for. Certain rumors suggest that a few 1990 Liberty pennies were accidentally struck with an experimental metal composition, or using an outdated design. This adds an air of mystery and exclusivity, making them highly sought after. The demand for rare pennies has skyrocketed in recent years. With investors, collectors, and even celebrities getting into numismatics, prices for rare cents have gone through the roof. Reports indicate that some of these 1990 Liberty 1-cent coins have been privately sold for tens of millions of dollars, with speculations that a future auction could reach the $500 million mark. If you have a 1990 penny in mint state condition, MS-67 or higher, you could be looking at an incredibly valuable coin. Some near-perfect specimens have already fetched 6 to 7 figures in private sales. Now comes the most exciting part. How can you find out if you own one of these rare and valuable 1990 Liberty 1-cent coins? Here's what you need to do. Check the date and mint mark. Look for a 1990 penny, but pay special attention to the mint mark. Some of the rarest versions either lack a mint mark or feature an unusual placement. Look for errors. The most valuable versions have doubling effects, double die errors, off-center strikes, or unusual metal tones. Check the weight. Standard 1990 pennies weigh 2.5 grams, but the rare bronze ones weigh 3.11 grams. If yours is heavier, it could be the rare version. Get it graded by a professional. If you suspect you have a rare penny, submit it to a grading service like PCGS or NGC for authentication. A graded, verified 1990 Liberty 1-cent coin could be your ticket to millions of dollars. Consult an expert or auction house. If you think you have a rare version, consult numismatic experts, rare coin dealers, or auction houses like Heritage Auctions or Stack's Bowers. There you have it, folks. The incredible story of the 1990 United States Liberty 1-cent coin, a penny with a history, rarity, and value that could make you a millionaire overnight. Today, we're diving deep into the 1985 United States Liberty 1-cent coin, a coin worth a mind-blowing $320 million. Yes, you heard that right. This seemingly ordinary penny is actually one of the rarest and most valuable coins in the world. Stick around, because we're about to explore its history, secrets, and what makes it so incredibly valuable today. To truly appreciate the 1985 Liberty 1-cent coin, we need to step back in time. The United States Mint has been producing pennies since 1793, but the modern Lincoln cent, featuring President Abraham Lincoln, was introduced in 1909 to mark his 100th birthday. This design, created by Victor David Brenner, became the longest-running design in U.S. coinage history. But how does the 1985 penny fit into this fascinating story? Let's find out. By 1985, the U.S. Mint was still producing the Lincoln cent with the familiar obverse, front, featuring Lincoln's profile, and the reverse, back, featuring the Lincoln Memorial, a design introduced in 1959. The year 1985 was a time of technological advancement in minting processes, and the pennies from this era were made from a copper-plated zinc composition, which replaced the solid bronze cents used before 1982. However, what makes the 1985 Liberty 1 cent so special? Here's where the mystery deepens. The 1985 Liberty 1 cent coin is incredibly rare because of an unusual set of circumstances at the time. There are only a handful of these coins known to exist, making it a true treasure for collectors. So, why is this penny different? Let's break it down. Mint errors. Some rare versions of the 1985 penny were struck using the wrong metal planchet or had doubling effects, making them extremely valuable. Misalignment and off-center strikes. A few of these coins were struck off-center, making them unique collectibles. Double die obverse. DDO. Some of these pennies exhibit a doubling effect on Lincoln's portrait, the date, or the lettering, making them highly sought after. Experimental strikes. There are rumors that a few 1985 pennies were minted using experimental alloys that were never officially released. Because of these factors, certain rare 1985 Lincoln pennies have skyrocketed in value over time, commanding astonishing prices in auctions. Now, let's talk about the big money. How did a 1 cent coin reach a jaw-dropping $320 million valuation? Record sales. Some mid-condition and error versions of the 1985 Liberty 1 cent coin have already sold for six-figure amounts in rare coin auctions. Collector demand. The coin's value has surged due to its limited availability, making it a holy grail for collectors. Historical importance. This penny represents a key moment in U.S. mint history, adding to its desirability. Estimated current market value. Expert numismatists estimate that a pristine, rare-era 1985 Lincoln cent could command up to $320 million if auctioned today. Now, here's the million-dollar question. Could you be holding a $320 million penny? If you think you have a 1985 Liberty 1 cent coin, here's how to check. Look for mint marks. The 1985 penny was minted in Philadelphia, no mint mark, Denver, D, and San Francisco, S-proof coins. Some rare variations exist from all three locations. Check for errors. Look for double die effects, off-center strikes, and unique features. Weigh it. A standard 1985 penny should weigh 2.5 grams, but error coins with different metals may weigh differently. Get it graded. If you suspect you have a rare 1985 penny, send it to PCGS, Professional Coin Grading Service, or NGC. Numismatic Guarantee Corporation, for authentication. The 1985 United States Liberty 1 cent coin is more than just a penny. It's a piece of history, a collector's dream, and possibly a multi-million-dollar fortune waiting to be discovered. Who knows? You might have one sitting in your pocket or coin jar right now. So, check your change, examine your old pennies, and you could be holding a piece of numismatic gold.